We're live on Black and Tan, and I'm sure we're live on everywhere else. Check 1, 2. Turn the volume down so it doesn't give me crazy feedback. It should be live already, but let me double check. Check, check, 1, 2, check, public. Check, 1, 2, check. Yeah, we're live. All right, guys, we're live. We are live from Patasco Bicycles in Elkridge.
What it do?
Here with Donald and the crew.
What's up? All right, so let me put my phone down because I'm like, I get distracted more than anybody.
I hope everyone is having a wonderful afternoon, a Friday afternoon. And we got a special live streaming for you guys. So welcome. We are live on Black and Tan, 0.0075 faster.
Yep.
And we are also live on DMV, MTV, Facebook, and Instagram.
We're everywhere. We're everywhere right now. Because this is an important day. This is a great day.
This is a great day for both of us.
It's a good day for me. I think an even better day for Elvis.
Before we get into the video, I'm gonna get a little emotional here, dude.
That's cool.
And I don't think you expected this because I've been writing for 10 years. We know each other for a couple years, and this is the first year. Thank you. This is the first year that I do an unboxing for my own bike.
Yeah.
For a new bike.
That's sick. That's really cool. That's cool. So this is Elvis's. You've had plenty of bikes.
I had plenty of bikes.
You've had a lot of bikes.
But this is the first time that I'm getting a brand new bike, brand new components, wheels, everything else I bought secondhand.
That's a big deal.
So
That's a big deal, especially for someone that, I mean, you're used to dealing with a lot of quality stuff. I don't know if you guys know, but Elvis rocks some pretty nice stuff. And now you get to unbox your own.
we get to unbox our own. Do want to give a shout out to Patasco Bicycles because we built a relationship with you and with Patasco Bicycles and Donald. So thank you so much for making this happen.
No, thank you. So a lot of people don't know Elvis has been taking care of our social media, and whenever you see like our podcast or you see something going on from the shop and it looks really good, that's Elvis. If you see stuff that looks like it was filmed on like an old camcorder, that's me. So Elvis has been really helping out a ton. A lot of the Patapsco clips in Instagram sales and things like that. That's all Elvis. He's been doing a lot of that for us in the last, like, I'd say about 3-4 months.
3 or 4 months, yeah.
Yeah. So, he works here at the shop, and so he was able to get a great deal. Me and him both through the industry does this thing called an EP. It's an industry purchase, and we get special deals on certain things. And there are 2 bikes that came up that were almost too good to be true, so we had to test the waters and see if we can get these bikes. So, you want to tell them what yours is?
Let's just let them see on the unboxing.
Okay,
I think that we already gave it away by the title of the thumbnail, but let's get to it.
Yeah, let's do it. All right.
We got VJ in the house. We're gonna switch the audio, guys. So stand by. All right, let's see. Let's do another quick test to make sure that everyone can still hear us. Just switch microphones. Hear us. Yep. Okay, cool. So they can hear us. So for those that have been seeing some of the content lately, we've been posting a lot of gravel. This is gonna have to do with gravel. So let's get to it. You guys know that I'm definitely gonna win on this build.
Yeah, so this one.
And this is mine.
Nice. So Elvis is rocking an S-Works. And I am rocking a Pro. So the two bikes that we decided to go with are Roubaix. Specialized Roubaix. They're the SL8 Roubaix, which is a new design for Specialized in the Roubaix this year as far as geometry, tire size, and things like that. So, yeah, let's get to it, man. Let's see what's up.
Yeah, one of the main reasons that I'm moving away from, not moving away, but like kind of like doing more gravel now. So this kind of gives you the option for both, to where we can do gravel
100%.
and we can still do it on the road.
100%.
So,
All right, let's see.
the moment of truth. This is like real. This is not like,
No, this
this
is the real
like the
unboxing.
unboxing.
So I kind of know, I think I know how the color of mine looks, but I'm not like, oh. Dude, see, that's what I like about it, because I knew it was close to this color, but I'm gonna let you unbox yours too, Elvis, before I pull mine out of the box. We'll pull them out kind of together.
Let me get it on this side because I have you on that camera.
Wow. I knew it was this color,
Oh, snap.
but I thought it was a little different, and I'll explain what I thought was different about mine.
I don't know if you knew this, but I'm colorblind.
Are you really?
So I don't know if you're gonna.
No, well,
To me, it looks green.
okay.
To me, it looks green.
It is. That's good. What about yours? What color does yours look?
It looks green.
Yours looks green. Yours is pink.
Well, that's helpful.
No, all right, fine. It's not.
There's a lot of things that are very shiny in here, dude.
Yeah. There's a lot of cool stuff. Let's pull them out. Let's go pick one of the colors.
Hold on, let me zoom out. Because we are the narrators and also the so
Doing a little bit of everything. All right.
do we
Ready?
pull everything out?
Yeah. Grab it. So grab it by the wheel like this,
From the wheel?
and it'll pull everything right out.
First time doing it?
Let's do it. So there it is. So I went with the Pro. And give people an idea of UPS is about to pull up. Give people an idea of what we're dealing with is at retail, that's $14,000 at retail. This one's $8,500 at retail. I want to, not a real comparison, because like I said, there's a lot of reasons that people would pick the S-Works over the Pro. The biggest reason is going to be weight.
Okay.
So I'm thinking off the top of my head, before we weigh them, we'll probably get to the weighing also. But before we weigh them,
What do you think of someone that it's like in my case, right? I go through bikes just for the same reason that I didn't want to do service. Like I try to change my bikes every year and a half. Does the S-Works hold more their value than another model,
No.
or is the same?
no. You're gonna on a higher price bike, when you say if you bought a bike that was $20,000 if new, you're not going to get 50% of that value back at when it's sold used, right? Very few people. So at $14,000, say if you got back $7,000, which is 50%, that would probably be a good value.
Okay.
Now at a lower price point, the lower you get, the higher margin you'll get back when you resell it. The really expensive bikes are hard to sell used because you're still buying a used bike for $7,000, right?
You can find something new.
You can find something nice and new for that, right? So will you be able to recoup the money back that you put into it? Normally with a high-end bike like that, no. At retail, you're not going to get close to retail for a used one, right? So say you can probably get for a $14,000 bike, look between on a high end, on a very high end, and with someone looking for that specific bike, you might get 9. But it's going to be more realistic somewhere around the 50% mark. Yeah, so at 14, you'll probably get like 7 back. And that's on something because you got to remember, you're investing that kind of money on something that you're not going to get warranties with, right?
You're not the original owner.
You're not the original owner. You're not going to get warranties with it. You're not going to. There's a lot of things that go into it, but so on a lower price point, you tend to get more back when you look at it. So at this $8,000 bike, $8,500 bike, I could probably do $6,000 back.
For a year.
In a year, like $5,000, $6,000 for this bike if it's in great condition, right? And then obviously conditions also make prices jump down or go up, right? Depending upon, and it also depends on how rare is a certain bike. So if you got a limited edition bike, 100% you can get more for a limited edition bike if you find the right person that's willing to buy it. At the end of the day, they're only worth what people are willing to pay for.
And so if you're really in the market.
Yeah.
Well, this will be for sale. Just kidding.
Yeah,
mileage.
That's about
the chat is saying.
Only ridden on Sundays.
I don't think Elvis believes you that is some Splush MTV. That's a sweet ride. Perks Wii. Someone said nice hoodie.
Yeah. The new hoodies. Yeah. So just to let people know, Rob Stroh is my business partner. He does pretty much 90% of or 100% of the hoodies, the t-shirts, and things like that. That's all Rob. And Rob got tired of looking at the employees in busted up hoodies that were too old. So he ended up he got us new merch, sweatshirts and t-shirts for employees. So they're not available for sale here yet. But if enough people want them, we can make it happen, I'm sure. All right, so
before we get it further, I did notice that I thought there was like a little shock inside here, and there's nothing.
No, there's not. It's not a shock inside there, but it's really hollow, and it clamps far down into the seat tube that gives you your flex inside there. So it's not a shock. It just actually has a lot of seat tube flex.
All right, so where do we start? You're
all right. So first of all, what we did is I thought this color was going to be. I thought the shade was going to be the same, but I thought it had much bigger flakes in it.
Okay.
This one doesn't have. It's not the flakes inside the paint aren't nearly as much.
Maybe once we take it out in the sun, you can see it more.
Yeah, maybe. All right, so let's bring the benches over, the work stands over, and we'll start building these bad boys.
All right, we're gonna go on commercials, guys. Make sure you watch all the from all these sponsors.
All right, you want to make sure that we're in frame. I think we're good.
Yeah.
So
Actually, let me center the camera more. This is my own menu. I get this one.
That's yours.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know what the cool thing is? So you got an S-Works. Our manuals are the same. You don't get a special manual. They're the same.
There's no S-Works manual to clean my S-Works.
No, it's just pretty much the same manual that I get.
Same bar tape. Well, I get S-Works.
Are you gonna put? The question is, Elvis, are you putting reflectors on?
I am. I like to be safe.
It's safety first. All right, so this is the first thing you're going to need to put in your bike.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to put that in.
Oh, this is cool. They give you a whole bunch of. I'll put this in the video. Give you a whole bunch of little mounts for like your Wahoo, your GoPro.
Yeah, you would. Let me clarify that. So Elvis, they give you a lot of little mounts with your bike.
Okay, sorry guys.
The Pro doesn't come with the Garmin mount off the front that his does.
Oh.
Yeah, so as you can see in my little stash is
My stash is bigger.
You definitely have more stuff in yours than I do. So yeah, I don't get those perks.
They should include, since you're getting 2 batteries, they should make one that has dual charge.
You can buy those separate from SRAM now. We have them here in stock, so you can buy them separate.
Maybe we get a sponsorship today for a charger.
Right. So see how I'm on the back of this part. So you want to grab that out. I'm gonna put grease on the back of it, just on the back, not on the front.
Which yard did you get that?
It's in there.
This one?
Yeah.
I don't understand why they gave me. Oh, because this mount goes inside of the.
On the front of the handlebar.
You can have this if you want.
No,
Is that over the other?
no, it's all right. I don't deserve it. I'm not an expert. I'm not that expert guy. You know. So we were talking about it. So some of the things that you get, the perks that you get with the S-Works, because the S-Works is almost $5,000 more.
So I need to save all of these, right? Because all of this is S-Works.
No, that packaging is the same. Yeah, you don't get anything better with the packaging.
I got scammed.
So this is once you get the grease on.
I'm excited to get open this out.
So on the back side of that, you're gonna put grease on. Like
also explain to people, because I always see this on video, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you're doing, like for me, I'm a rookie, of course. You're doing one type of grease for the little screw, and then you're doing something else here.
Yeah, so
this looks like grease to me.
This is fiber grip. So fiber grip is basically a grease that has like fibers in it, right? It feels like sand.
Okay.
So what this does is, because you're dealing with carbon fiber and you can't put down a lot of torque on things, if you don't use this grip, things will slide when you torque it down to spec. So this stuff will allow you to use much lighter spec as far as your torque is concerned, but give you extra grip so your seat post won't fall down. And I just take some with my finger and I rub it on the both sides of this guy. Just like that. And then that part, just on the back side, not on the front, because it has grip on the front. If you feel there, it has like its own fiber grip, right?
It does.
So on the back, so it doesn't squeak and creak, you put a little bit of grease on it like this, and that's just going to keep it from making noise when it's in your frame.
And by the way, I like to keep all my tags so people know.
Like your hat.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. That's the way you should rock it. So then you're going to have a seal like this.
Okay.
And if you look at the way that it goes on, it'll match the shape of the seat post. Probably should have did that after we put the fiber grip on, but that's okay.
Oh, put it backwards, right?
Yeah, you can just pop it. Just like that.
All right.
So now with your frame, this part,
Oh, just sit it there.
sits inside your frame. You can put your seat post in first,
Oh, and then
and then slide drop this right down behind it. It's going to be a 4 mil.
This camera show people over there. Also, I gotta move this thing up so we can tighten it.
What's that? Yeah, so drop your post in first and then slide that behind. What you're going
Mine's sticking out.
Oh, you have stainless steel bolt on yours too.
You heard that, guys?
I know that so your stem, so yeah, it's nice. I'm gonna tighten this guy up just a little bit, just to put it in the stand.
And then we figure out the measurement.
Yeah, we'll figure it out till we're done building. So,
I always did this wrong. I always took the tire off. So you can take the whole thing out.
take the whole thing out, put it in the stand like this, and now it's all one unit, and you can start to kind of unbox it and unwrap it.
Ooh, this is better.
So far the differences that I noticed are, obviously you have the wheel set on mine is mine are the Terra CLs.
Should we do it the other way? Like turn her around?
No, I think this is the way to go, because if not, our backs will be towards everybody.
Sure.
The Terra CLs are on mine, and you have the Terra CLX. Mine have DT Swiss 350 hubs,
Okay.
and you have 240 hubs on yours, which are a lighter hub. You also have ceramic bearings in yours, where mine have like conventional bearings.
Okay.
So everything on your bike, for the most part, is going to come with like ceramic bearings and things like that, where this comes with more conventional bearings.
Okay.
Your frame is going to be a FACT 12R, where it'll say it right here.
Yep.
Where mine is going to be an 11. So the differences between the FACT 12 and the FACT 11 is that your frame is going to have the same stiffness as mine. The frames are going to feel the same. Only you're going to use less material to make yours as stiff and as strong. So I have to use more material because my carbon's not as good as yours to make my frame as. So with that being said, your frame is going to be lighter than mine.
Okay.
Oh, there's just one R.
It's not just one arm.
No, that's the difference between 11 R and 12.
Oh.
So you want to grab a pair of cutters. Here you go.
This guy. All right.
And we can just start taking these cable ties off. Any zip ties, save them all, because Matt will get mad if we throw them away.
Oh, really?
These are.
Oh, these are the handlebars here.
Yeah.
Oh. What's this? An extra one.
Let's see if
So we are going black and tan tires, right?
We are definitely going black and tan tires. Tires didn't get here in time.
Because
That's
those
okay.
make you faster.
Yeah, I mean, even if it's a little bit, if you're gonna lose a race and it's really close, and you've only lost by 1 second, or
Because
yeah, it's because you didn't have black and tan tires on. You're gonna hate yourself for it. So do yourself a favor. Always rock up black and tans.
use black and tan code to make you faster. So I started with my handlebar. Oh, you too? Okay.
I want to see what did you get? Did you get anything different than my bars or your bars? I think we're the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. So these are S-Works bars. So mine did come with S-Works bars.
Do you want to try and make it like, oh, I have something that belongs to Elvis on my bike, and I have something that belongs. It'll be like it's sentimental.
It could be.
Right?
Here, let's do
Yeah,
that.
let's do it. That was special.
Mine,
was
yours feels light. That was the most.
That was the moment, guys. Live.
All right, so
Let's not do the frame though.
we'll have to at least do that with the frames. All right, so another thing I think because mine is the Pro, I think we both get the new
New shock.
it's called the Future Shock
Yeah.
3.0. So
Let me do a close up on that so people can see it.
oh yeah, it definitely feels smoother. That feels smoother for sure.
Just tell people a little bit what that's all about. The
So-
future shop.
So what you get with the Roubaix is all the Roubaix models are going to come with what they call a Future Shock. It's basically a suspension here in the handlebar. And some of the lower models don't get any kind of control on them. This one we can lock it out, or we can actually control the compression. This one is the Future Shock 3.0, which is definitely smoother when I spin it than like the last year's version. I don't know how it's going to feel until I ride it, but just right now I can already tell that the dial is smoother. So we can lock ours out and make it like a conventional bike, or we can open it up and have full that suspension working in the front.
We're doing 100 miles after we finish building the bike so we can test the bike.
Starting
We'll let you know.
starting as soon as we're done. We're not going to stop until we finish.
It'll be a real review, right?
Yeah, and then we're going to do another video of me moving out of my house after my wife kicks me out for not being home.
This stem looks long.
So you got an S-Works stem on yours. I have a standard stem.
Okay.
Your S-Works stem comes with tie bolts, titanium bolts.
And that's it.
That's it. Everything else is going to be the same. And yours says S-Works on the top, and mine says Specialized on the top.
But it's the same material.
Same exact thing. The only difference is you have titanium. I think they're either titanium or stainless steel bolts.
Okay.
That's the only difference. It does. All of them come with S-Works seat posts, and all of them come with S-Works handlebars.
You missed the moment when we traded handlebars today.
Yeah, I'm kind of liking the color, man. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I like it. Estamos live, no, so it's on the video.
No, you gotta treat her like I did you when you called me.
Oh.
You know I'm alive. That's now. I know he knows I'm alive.
Dude, I just had what kind of cassette we have? We have like a 30, this is a 12-speed 33?
Yeah. So another thing is
This is nice.
yeah, it better be. So my bike comes full force. The new force setup on this bike. It's complete force axis fork. So axis means it's 12 speed. Force is the level, and it's one level down from the highest end, while Elvis is coming with full red AXS. 12-speed, highest end, highest level spec that you can get. Yeah, and that bike's full red.
But the gears, like the gear ratio, is like meant to be for like climbing, dude.
Yeah, for sure. So I don't know about you, Elvis, but I'm actually taking
One by.
I can't do one by and still have my power meter. So my power meter is built in on the cranks here.
The chain ring.
On the chain ring. So I want to go one by on this, but it looks like I'm gonna be still have a 2x set up on this one, so I can keep the power meter, because it's not worth me changing it to do that.
This is my first time that I have power meter on a bike.
Oh really? Man, this is like your first
The first time unboxing a bike for me, guys.
on live too,
On
man.
live.
Bro.
All my bikes, I said at the beginning, all my bikes have been used, always secondhand bikes. Nice. So we're keeping these tires for today, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll build the bike with these tires.
So it comes with S-Works. What are these?
Probably Roubaix.
32s?
No, man, these are big tires. Hardly read this.
Yeah,
Side of them.
it's not very.
But we both have. The cool thing is, I have also. They didn't cheat me down and give me some cheap tires. I got S-Works tires as well.
So that's the new forks, right? The one you got?
Yeah.
Caliper looks so shiny.
Woo! So is it like a green?
Or no?
Mine is 100% green. Like it's, I would say, just green, I guess. Nice shot. So far, it's kind of pearlescent.
Hey, you know what I was gonna ask you, Don? Are you gonna do ceramic coating on yours?
Yeah. I'll pull it apart.
So you have to take everything apart.
Well, I'm not gonna take it down the bare frame. I'm just gonna take the wheels off and maybe the cranks if I can't get to it. But yeah, I'll ceramic coat the frame and the wheels, because again, it being gravel, it's probably gonna end up getting dirty pretty quick. So I'll set myself up for that later on.
I was watching some videos online and it says that so they're using the technology from the A-Thing,
Yeah. So
which is nice and
the whole rear end of this bike, if you look at it, this whole back part right here is a lot like the Athos, especially this part here. And the Athos, if people don't know, the Athos was specialized like their super light hill climbing bike. It was their bike that when it first was introduced, I believe it was the lightest production bike that you could buy.
it looks like an SL6 frame, right?
It's funny you say that. Yeah, it does. It's a lot of people. That's why a lot of people, I don't think, gravitated towards the Athos as much, because it doesn't look. It doesn't have integrated cables and things like that. So a lot of people were like, that's a lot of money for something that just kind of looks like an older S-Works tarmac.
And that's what a lot of people are saying about this one too. Like, to be new, why Specialized didn't put integrated?
I think the biggest part about this not being integrated is because it has that suspension there, and I think it would have been hard for them to integrate with that suspension that you get.
We'll have to cut the hoses. Yeah.
Depends. On how you want your bike to look. If you wanted to look clean, then yeah, we're gonna have to cut the hoses.
I just don't want to be like live television.
That's all right. I'll do yours for you. You see how the bars are the bars that come up? Yeah, the bars have a rise in them. Again, so the Roubaix, the original intention of the Roubaix was their endurance bike. Okay. It was meant for riding longer, more comfortable. They did race this bike, a version of this bike in the Paris-Roubaix, but it was to be honest with you, it was a different bike than was sold to the public. The bikes that were raced in Paris-Roubaix were the team editions, and those were basically tarmac geometry with a shock in it.
So you think they only changed the fork or something?
Yeah, so the frames were different. The fork was the same. And the one that they raced in the Roubaix. The one that I believe Steven Sagan, he won. Steven Seagal. Peter Sagan won the Paris-Roubaix on a Roubaix, but it wasn't the same as like these that we're getting or the public getting.
Yeah, a whole bunch of sprays here, man. I don't even know what they are.
So those go inside your future shock, so you can adjust the spring tension on your future shock. So it comes stock with a middle one, and that's a lighter one and a heavier one.
Are you gonna adjust your shock, or are you gonna keep it as?
I'm going to keep that the way it is for right now.
My brother said, "Looks like you're working faster."
I'm working.
Thanks, bro.
My bad. It's all smoke and mirrors. It's not true. We're actually going at the exact same speed. It just seems that way.
I'm just doing it for content, guy. Behind the scene, Donald's gonna.
I'm gonna take over.
Go check all of this. So I have to put that little mount inside before I put the handlebars, right?
Yeah, you're going to use that Garmin mount for sure.
Do the same.
What's going on, man?
So there's screw that goes inside here.
What was that else?
Is there a screw that goes inside there?
Yeah, let me show you. So,
Did I lose it already?
no, there it is.
So, the screw that goes in that one is this one. So this one goes inside this the handlebar.
See how it shapes. It's the right shape.
Okay.
And then this one, it's held on this going through there.
Okay.
It's like a 3.
We're gonna take this part out of the video.
Out of the final,
Yeah.
final cut. It's gonna look like we've done this a million times.
You know, when you do this in editing, you can look at the manual and no one sees that.
Oh yeah.
Good boy treats.
Right.
I'm not tightening these down to spec, guys. I'm just making them snug. After everything's all done, I'm gonna go through the entire bike and actually use a torque wrench and tighten everything down to the right spec. So for all the people that are watching and being like, man, he's just cranking those things down. I'm really not. I'm actually doing it really loose.
My brother said that the bikes look sexy.
Yeah, these. Mine too.
Yeah, he said the bikes. He said
The,
plural.
the bike's plural. Okay.
The same.
Well, you're not in the video right now, Matt, so he couldn't have been talking about you.
He started on YouTube. You guys make a cute couple.
Oh. So, I'm still on the same screw for like half an hour now.
Break out the glasses.
For content. Tell the viewers, how do you get the, what's a good tip to get the same height on both levels?
Well, on ours we have a little cheater because it has hash marks right here that have numbers,
okay.
and you just line each lever up with the same hash mark to make sure it's right and left. But when I start off, I actually start off with taking a ruler and going along the bottom of the handlebar here and making sure it's even here. So I'll set one side up and then I'll use the hash marks to set the other side up.
And that's a preference, right?
Yeah,
The
it's
height.
100% a preference. It's like it gets you in the ballpark for just setting a bike up. Say if we're building a bike for the floor or we're building a bike for a customer, it's just going to get you in the ballpark.
We'll get to my handlebars in the next hour or two. These handlebars is so light, crazy.
Oh, they're crazy light, yeah.
Feels like this for more aero.
Yeah. Or for riding wheels.
It's something that I want to work on 2024.
Was that part of your
Resolution. Yeah.
resolutions? I will learn how to ride a wheelie on a bike in 2024.
Yeah.
Learn together.
Yeah, we'll all learn together. As you guys are learning how to ride wheelies, I've given up on all my wheelie riding after my last crash. Crashing and burning at 50 years old is not fun.
I did a wheelie the first time that I went clipless.
What's that? Yeah, man.
You can do how long can you hold a wheelie for? So I can do it for like 2 seconds, and that's a good.
I mean, I can ride it till I get tired.
A wheelie?
Yeah. I mean, I can ride it till I get tired, but here's the thing. I was talked into riding a wheelie at during Martin Luther King's birthday. We had a big ride out in DC, and I was riding a wheelie there, and I looped backwards, landed on my back, and it hurt so bad that I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna ride another wheelie or not. That might be the last wheelie that I ride. And the pain was there in my lower back for about 2 months. Seriously, like, caused me issues. So, yeah, I'm all right with not riding wheelies anymore.
No thanks.
But yeah, I was almost known. If I was known for anything on bikes, it was probably riding wheelies. I wasn't fast enough to do anything else to be known for speed. So
do you think we have to do the cables or no?
yeah, I'm gonna cut mine because they look. I definitely want them to look cleaner than that. Is that look at how much that's gonna.
Yeah, it's gonna mess up your aero.
Yeah, and you know I gotta be aero. It's all about aero.
It's all about aero and data.
Hey, did you record that data? No, then it didn't count. I am saying this that if you get a KOM and you don't have proper data to support that it was real, then your KOM should be flagged. No heart rate, no watts, flagged. You know?
My brother said that I'm running the clock on the same screw until 5 p.m. so I can just leave.
So no, no. You got a K1M on your cell phone? Flat. You know what I mean? Oh yeah.
Why?
Man, you gotta have data to support your KOM. You can't just go around saying you got a KOM and it was done on your cell phone with all kinds of satellite drift. That stuff ain't cool, right? Right, Gab?
Okay.
That ain't cool.
So you gotta have. So you're saying that only KOMs are get with a computer account.
Wahoo Garmin. That's it. All right, fine.
To the end of a fishing pole. You don't
Fine.
have to get-
I don't know if that's hey, I like that these things are shorter.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you want to open that up though. To use a
Don't
5
say
minute.
it too loud.
No.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Thanks, man. Why is your point about the KOM stuff and don't count?
KOMs with cell phones, man. Come on. Bruh. What do you think, Gavin? Gavin's new generation.
No.
See?
You don't think it counts?
Because you could be the cheating. You could have
It's too easy. It's too easy to
Mess
cheat
with the
that way.
files and stuff. It's easy to mess with files.
Yeah.
It's not that. It's
So
not.
I don't run tubeless.
You know,
I don't run tubeless on the road, but I am going to run all my gravel stuff is tubeless.
it's gonna be tubeless.
Yeah, for sure.
Are you gonna make this one tubeless today?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you are.
So first, I got to get these. This is called.
Hold on, let me submit it. You can explain. 'Cause that's some knowledge right there. Put it like right there.
All right. Spoke protector.
Wait.
Double them up.
Spoke protector. We take those off. We throw those in the trash. That's what they're good for.
That's it.
That's it. Spoke protector. Take it off.
I'm gonna keep mine because it's gonna make me faster,
It won't.
and it's gonna keep my bike.
Again, if that's what you should do. As a matter of fact, since you have an S-Works bike, you should 100% run all your reflectors, run your spoke protector, run flat pedals.
Be flashy.
Yeah, flat pedals. So we were talking about the things that were different between the bikes, and one of the things that I noticed, like I said, I was going out. His frame's lighter. His components are going to come one level higher than mine. All his hardware I've noticed is stainless steel or titanium. His wheels are one level higher. Those are the CLX versus mine being the CLs. And one thing you get with rocking an S-Works bike is you get people are going to assume, when we were talking about it earlier, whether it's good assumptions or bad assumptions, people are going to assume as soon as you pull up into the parking lot that you're this or that. Like, they're not going to give me the same look as they do with Elvis pulling up in the parking lot. So someone can pull up, and same person can have a regular Specialized Roubaix, and no one's going to think this, that, or another about him. He's going to have to either show that he's fast or whatever else. But
My daddy bought me the bike.
so you pull up with an S-Works, and people are automatically going to start assuming whatever they're going to assume. You know what I mean? They're going to be like, oh, this guy's either fast, or this guy is that, or this guy is, you know what I mean? Like, you don't get that with a regular bike.
I do get a lot of questions when they see my mountain bike if I race.
100%.
I don't race.
100%. You could just like really nice stuff, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. But the perception is when you first pull up and you have an S-Works is that you're probably fast or you ride a lot or whatever else, right? That's going to be a 5.
Yeah.
And I forgot.
I mean, but you own 2X Works. It's not like
Yeah, I mean,
what make you go? I know we had some conversations, but what make you go with the Pro instead of the S Works? Since all of your bikes are S Works.
to be honest with you, I just started rocking S-Works stuff.
Okay.
I used to be, so a guy named Vince Vaughn used to always tell me, oh, you got to get the S-Works, you own the shop. Why don't you have an S-Works? And I used to tell him, like, because the resale, like I told you earlier, it's the resale value.
Can you make sure that these are good and the handlebars okay?
Yeah, so what you want to do, let's use a ruler. And we're going to go from the bottom. And we're going to make this ruler, this part. So this needs to come up to where that's even with the top.
Okay.
And that's going to start you off. That's going to be in a good starting position.
That's kind of like a general.
Yep.
How do you do it? Like you pull this back all the way?
No. Stop laughing. Stop laughing.
That's probably why I stretched the other end, right?
So, so it just goes in right here. And if you pull this up, you'll see it.
Okay. So it's the one in the back that you pull back.
So you pull this up just so you can see where this is going. And then it'll go right there. just like that.
So you said base of the
So
bottom.
you level, make sure that, see, there's a flat spot on this handlebar right there. So if you hold that on that flat spot,
That was gonna be my next question. How do you know that's level? So there's a flat spot there.
and
On
then
all handlebars?
not all of them, but most of them. Just like that. So that's going to put you in the right position. And then now you can use this mark right here. See how they have all the marks?
Yeah.
To line that one up perfect with this one.
Okay.
So now you know they're going to be perfectly even.
So that is 25.
Oh, 20. I think I'm not gonna do the brakes on mine since I'm getting the other handlebar. Then I will have to redo the cables on that one, right?
No, you won't have to redo.
No?
Because everything's still going to be set up about the same. It's just going to be.
What about the inside? How do you do that? Like if they are on the same.
That depends on, that's personal
That's the
preference.
person. You can do that even after the tape.
Yeah. You can rock them in or out after the tape. Oh, you meant you didn't know if you want to cut your brakes.
Right. If I'm gonna get the other,
I mean, that's not a bad idea not to cut them
do it after.
and do it afterwards for sure.
So you said we aren't gonna go with 40s, right?
Yeah, if they fit, we'll find out. Look at how much space is between your fork on the front of this bike.
Right.
It's huge. You cut? Did you cut it off?
Yeah. Why?
You see how I took mine off? I just took the wheel off.
I did. Yeah. You took the whole. Is it easy to just pull out the cassette on these ones?
Yeah, because they're DT splits, so everything just pops right off.
Kind of like Industry 9.
Yep, a lot like industry. Or what I call them, in the street 9.
In the street. Have you ever been on their headquarters?
I haven't. Pretty much, I think I'm one of the few people that haven't been down there.
So what I was thinking is that we're gonna make a. I mean, we already have a chat, and I think I'm gonna make like a promotional flyer to where anyone that wants to join some of the gravel rides that we're gonna do, more on the longer side during summertime,
Mm-hmm.
you can just post them there. Have like a schedule, everything that's gonna be coming up. This is like straight up an endurance bike.
Oh,
And it's 4633 in the front.
And you think it's a 35 in the back? Can't see.
34, 35, somewhere around there.
Yeah, so no, those are ceramic bearings because
30, you don't have to touch the wheel and it'll spin, just eat so easily. I'm surprised to be a 2024. They didn't make it compatible with the new XX. SRAM XX.
Right.
Some of the Santa Cruz are compatible with the group set, with the new mountain bike group set.
Oh yeah. So you can run transmission on.
Gravel bike.
Yeah.
I guess this is technically not.
No, it's still they say it's still a road bike
Right.
that could be used for what they call light gravel is what they're saying, right? But if you look at their advertisements and things like that, whenever you see people riding it, they're all on gravel. You know what I mean?
So, and my brother said some of the bikers be stealing K-Lamps with the bottles.
Oh yeah. I was kind of joking about that, but not. Did I say kind of? Because I'm really not joking about it, but I am joking about it.
I think I'm done.
No,
No, about these guys
No.
more tape.
I mean
I can never get it right.
you can go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, super. Do it the cheating way. Do it the way that I do.
What's the cheating one?
Put that little strip behind it. Don't try to figure eight the bars.
Oh, the little thing here?
Yeah, put that little part behind it. It's okay. It's okay to be. We all can't take bars like Matt does. We all can't be perfect like Matt.
Didn't want to get them dirty if I was gonna.
You just want to get them dirty.
Yeah. Because I'm gonna put the other ones on.
Why don't you tell everybody what you're getting?
Well, I'm switching the handlebars to have the integrated specialized roller. So hopefully it looks.
I don't think it can look bad.
What I'm afraid of is this right here. You see how this lines up perfectly with this? Like it looks like.
I think it's going to look the same.
Matches.
I think it's going to look good, man.
So. I'm serious. I hear a kid.
Yeah, it's
All right. So you do half here.
So yeah, I go a half or maybe a little more than
Half out.
half out. So you want enough so you can tuck it in the end of that bar. If you're going to run yours that way. See, I'm going to run mine. I'm going to do a reverse wrap on mine.
Oh, you're gonna go in?
Yeah, I'm going to start at the top and work my way down.
Oh, from here?
Yeah. So I don't use tape at the end, so it looks nice and clean. A lot of people with arrow bars, that's the way they tape.
Oh,
their arrow bars.
you don't use tape here?
I don't use. No, I do. I'm going to use tape from here. I'm going to use bar tape from here. But you know how you end it with tape going around it and holding it? Mine's going to be nice and clean. There's going to be no tape holding it, and it's going to run here. And what's going to hold it is the bar plug at the end.
I want to see that.
What's that?
Yeah, you should do my Donnie.
I think we should have Matt come over as a guest on and wrap yours live.
We have a special guest.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Why don't we do that?
I'm learning.
Can you do that, Matt? Can you wrap his bars?
I don't know how to wrap.
Come on.
I can.
Why don't you Matt wraps bars really, really good.
Do I remove this little sticky whatever?
Yeah, I just taped over because it's going to be in there.
Okay.
You want Matt to wrap this?
I can give it a shot.
Sorry, that was his television debut shot. Sorry, Matt.
I'll survive.
You gonna be all right over there?
He lost it.
I gotta
You lost your chance.
I gotta get back in the car a little bit.
He lost the shutout. So you're gonna do tubeless today, or you're gonna wait?
I'll probably do tubeless today.
You're not gonna wait until you get the new stock.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
You guys wired?
Nah.
No?
Is that good to your standard?
It's not bad. It's not bad. It's totally not bad.
This is like a lot of pressure done.
But that's okay. I mean, like literally, this is good. So you want to keep taking that tape off.
Okay. That one.
If people are wondering what's going on, they're just going.
That's all right. They can just watch us. It's only awkward because you made it.
I'm sure they were thinking it.
I'm just happy to be doing this handlebar tape live. Without YouTube's help.
Maybe we'll.
So Sunday will be your first ride on it, Donald?
Monday will probably be my first ride on it. Yeah. Test it out, see how it feels.
Is this your first time riding a Roubaix?
No, I've actually owned a couple of them. The older style. And that's what my wife's on right now, too. So she's on a Roubaix, S-Works Roubaix McLaren.
That's what my brother is riding right now. That's the one he took to that day that we did the
What, the McLaren?
No. He's riding the regular Roubaix.
Definitely see that these tires, these take a much bigger tire.
Wait, what?
The SL8 takes a much bigger tire.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can put a much bigger tire on this bike than you could in the old Roubaix.
Yeah.
Right, makes sense. Mhm.
Where's your tape at?
Tape.
Oh, it's right here. Sorry.
Oh, round. Yeah.
What pressure you run on your?
Probably around 40. which is definitely hot for some, but I'm not as light as the people that run much lighter. You can help Matt grab another. Bring that. Make sure that's checked out the way it's supposed to be
Like,
checked.
it's not done, I need the compressor, I need the cable, that you got set by.
Yeah, you can help them out with those things.
Yeah.
You still need what?
Compressor.
The air compressor.
You took the other one home.
Yep. You can unplug that compressor.
You're gonna put them on?
Not bad.
Not bad, not good.
Not bad.
Got a little imperfection in there, but
A little bit, but that's okay. That's character.
that's character.
That's character is what they call that.
Exactly. I'm gonna go cry after we finish this.
No, don't you dare.
See what a chat said. Dude, from the like if I'm looking at them right here, I don't see the difference. But from here, yours is lighter.
Lighter color.
Yeah. Like if I look at it on the camera.
Right. Well, that's a problem. Like choosing, especially specialized. If you look at their stuff on computer and try to pick a bike based on what you see on the computer, oh, it's going to be bad. Because in my opinion, it always looks better in person, especially.
Okay.
You want to go help? Yeah. Yeah. Dave need help?
you land like right in the middle of the other one.
I try to get split it 50-50.
Okay. But you still try to give a little angle, right? Keeps like-
Yeah, exactly.
If you see me at the next tour of France doing bar tapes, surprise.
No, I won't be.
Why
I
I
won't be.
quit my job here.
I think you have a future.
You heard that, guys?
Yeah.
I probably won't be doing YouTube anymore.
It's gonna be a professional bar taper. Who's that guy that used to work at the shop that taped spars really good? You mean Elvis? Yeah, I saw him the other day on TV.
My resume is just gonna say bar tape. Okay.
Bar tape specialist.
Yeah, the good thing is that we have an open shot on the camera. No one can judge.
Yeah, that's true.
Looks like I know what I'm doing.
I can zoom in there real close.
No, thank you. I see what you're. Look at how fast he's doing it, guys. What, so you put a lot of tension down?
Oh yeah. Not enough to obviously rip the tape, but so see how
Yeah, you're gonna do my handlebar tape.
yeah, I used to hate doing bar tape.
Yeah, but it takes you like a minute to do it.
Now it does figure out all the ways that you can cheat things. But at first, like when you first start on it, it's like anything else. It takes a minute to learn.
But everyone that does it online, it says to do it the other way.
Yeah, they say they like to use the figure eight thing and this and that. But again, you take X amount of bars per day and this and that. You try to figure out the ways that are cleanest, so you don't have to do it over again. You only want to tape them once. So you want to make sure that the tape looks really good.
Sometimes you only can tape them once. Not like you can undo it and tape it again.
Oh,
That's right.
So you have to go inside of that.
See how I'm going around? So see right there? I don't want that to show. So that's not going to work for me. So what I'll do is I'll adjust it now to make sure that
Oh, you adjust that. I see.
everything is super clean and no bar. I don't want to see any handlebar. And I look at it like, I always just look at it like, all right, if this were my bike, which this is, but when I'm doing a customer's bike, I'm like, would that fly with me?
Oh, so you don't do the whole loop weird thing around.
Mm-mm. That's what I was saying. So see, so when this comes down, it covers everything up. Everything's going to look nice and neat. I just want to make sure up here it's nice and covered. See how that's showing right there?
Yeah.
I don't like that. So I'm going to pull this back up and I'm going to adjust it now. I just want to make sure it looks, like I said, the way that I would want it to look on my bike. Elvis, are you taking your bar tape off?
Yeah, so you can do it. Wait, let me turn the mics on and say that again. Because I did that, everything that I have seen is that weird loop around the.
The figure eight.
Yeah.
And that's just like the old school. That's the way everybody was taught how to do their bar tape.
But it does look weird though. It looks like a little.
One thing it does is it kind of bulges the bar tape around that area. It makes it
Right.
thicker than it needs to be. And it complicates things for a lot of people.
Yeah, because then when you go in and then out, you come back Come back to you.
You got 5 people that do that style of bar tape, and half of them do it completely different than the next.
Mark Sanders said they want to see your bar tape secrets.
My bar tape secrets are all right here. You have to have hands that have gone through a lot of trauma in order for you to be good at bar taping. Your hands have to seen some stuff in life. Like,
Oh, wait, where did you get that little piece from? Did you escape with it?
no, I cut it off a part of the.
I barely have bar tape to get it to the end, and you're cutting off bar tape?
See, that's another thing. You're going to have more bar tape when you do it my way. So, no tape at the top, nice and clean all the way through, all even, on all the way down. And when this goes down, there's not going to be any handlebar showing. So then I plug it with a bar plug. This guy will hold it in. It's like that.
That looks good. I'm gonna undo mine because I think the viewers want to see another bar tape done.
Of course.
So we're gonna undo mine for training purposes.
Just for training. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with it, but just see how it was done.
Because they want to see the secrets of bar tape.
This. There you go. No, nothing showing. Everything even. No tape up top. Reverse tape.
So is this the new SRAM that these things are shorter? Like the other ones that I have are long.
Oh,
They
yeah.
will cover like.
No, that's normal.
Is it
Spot, yeah. Spot. So first thing I start off with is I tape the bars down. So I tape your cables down. Now, granted, we're gonna cut these and we're gonna retape these in a little bit, like next week.
It is, yeah. So now is adding tape to the handlebars first. I'm not gonna do tubeless today because we're gonna change the tires, and I'm not gravel riding anytime soon.
No,
I don't think so.
I already went tubeless. It's too late for me. But I am going to try to ride Sunday. I don't think the tires are going to be in until middle of next week.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So.
It's weird that they didn't give us bottle cages.
No. Well, with your bike, you would think they would give you some bottle cages, all kinds of things they would give you.
But the mountain bikes come with bottle cages.
So yeah, you do. That's true. This is true.
All right, guys, here it comes.
All right, so I'm going to start it.
You don't add no tape on this end.
No tape on this.
Not even after.
Nope. Nope. So I'm going to start it so where it's nice and tight, and I'm going to wrap it over top of it and hold it down with the, see how it's holding itself down? And I go here.
That's so much. It looks so much easier than the other one.
It is.
Doesn't matter which way you go, if you go this way or that way.
It's some people they say yes, and other people say no. I just start going over top of the bar. Let's make each one look the same. I think the uniform that way is more important than anything else.
Harry said Thursday is going to be nice. Maybe we can do a good 40 or 50 miles.
Who was that?
My brother.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, Wednesday and Thursday is supposed to be really nice.
That's cool. If anyone in the chat wants to join for a gravel ride, Thursday or Wednesday.
So I'm going to use the other end that I have here. We're going to cover up that silver part like that. And some bar tape actually comes with this part already cut out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
How long have we been on that?
Hour and 28.
Hour 28. And that goes past fast.
Yeah. We still got to ride 100 miles after this.
Right. and help me move out again.
Yeah. Well, we have a kitchen in the back, you know, closet in there.
Trust me, I'm going to be the first bike shop owner to live in his bike shop.
To move in.
To move into his bike shop.
See, I always go soft on the, I was doing that wrong.
Yeah,
I always go
so
soft on
you
the,
want it
I'm
nice.
afraid.
you want it nice and tight so it doesn't come undone. There you go.
Scissors.
Scissors. I like to leave a decent amount at the end. Get into the bar really good.
Oh, so you don't even have to worry about doing the angle cut.
Not at the end, because it's going to be all tucked into the bar. And then up top, you don't have to worry about the angle cut there either, because
Yeah.
and this is actually going to hold it all together. On some really, depends on the client.
Mhm.
Sometimes we actually use a little bit of super glue and really like get super detailed down here.
On this.
But most people aren't that worried about it. You start working with people and you know the people that are really picky.
Right.
And you have to do certain things for people that want it certain ways.
Not naming names.
Not naming any names.
Because we are live.
But that's kind of part about like being in this. Like you end up with clientele, and you know what they expect, and that's why they keep coming back to you, because they know you already know what's going on.
Do you think this bike can be used for racing trucks? I mean, cross?
Probably not cross. And the only reason why I say probably not cross is because the bottom bracket height's not going to be that good. So you have lower bottom bracket height. But most bikes that are gravel bikes, I mean, I can stick my whole hand inside this wheel. It has so much clearance here. Right? It's crazy the amount of clearance that it has. I would definitely say this bike, I'm sorry, but it looks like it's designed more for gravel than it is for road.
Yeah, right.
With the amount of tire spacing that it has on it. So that's like Specialized has the Crux, which is the gravel bike that could be used for cross racing now. It used to be the other way around. The Crux used to be their cross bike. Now it's their gravel bike that could be used for cross, is what they say. They have a dedicated gravel bike called the Diverge. And then they have, on the opposite end of that spectrum, they have these bikes, the Roubaix, which are road bikes that could be used for light gravel, is what they say.
Right.
So technically, they have 3 different bikes that could be used for gravel: the Crux, the Diverge, and the Roubaix. You want to do the other side and match it?
Oh, Lord. the Crocs, and it's a totally different look than this one.
Oh, so what you want to do is make sure your handlebars are straight inside the frame, right? And then you're going to measure from the stem to the end of here, so they both line up exactly the same, so the exact same width.
The handlebar looks center. I think.
See, mine weren't centered.
Oh, your handlebars one center.
They look it, but if you take a ruler and measure it, or if you have a lot of these handlebars also have hash marks for the handlebar that you can look in like through a little window and see it as well.
I figured that the center Specialized would be center. The Specialized logo on the handlebar.
Yeah, so if there's a Specialized logo on the handlebar and you can see it through that window, 100% that's going to be center.
But in this case, it's getting covered by the.
See how you can't see it through
Right.
that? So it's a lot of times in that case, just measure these two hash marks that they have here to the outside of your stem and make sure that they're both the same width, and you'll be good to go that way also. Later, man. Again, it just depends, and it depends on who. Some people are super sensitive to that, and some people don't care.
Especially if someone that knows like how they like their stuff, you know.
That's right.
Geometry and
I've had people look at my bike and can automatically tell that my handlebars aren't straight without even being on my bike. Like I said, some people are really sensitive to that, and other people can care less.
All right, so I'm going right.
Yep,
Okay.
yep. You want to do them both the same way.
No, you went in, right?
For mine, I did yours the same way that you were taping it.
Oh, okay. Like that. Then.
So up and over towards you is the way. See, you're doing yours exactly the way that I did.
Oh, so I have to go this way.
Yeah. So if you look at it, this one goes this way. So up and over. So this way. This way. Just like you're doing. Perfect. Exactly. Take that and put that underneath because you're going to see that part.
Gotcha.
So you want this part to start here because that's going to hide anything that's not covered up. You're only going to see that nice edge there. So make sure you measure from here to there
So it's the same now.
so it's the same width. We got bike builds, and everything. We got lots of shit to do. I think we have 3 bikes that are for customers built. So this one has to be built, this one has to be built, and then we just got the whole load of Rocky Mountains that aren't necessarily need to be built. The customer stuff need to go before those.
Gotcha. It's a long eye.
All right.
Look at it too close on.
What's that?
Look at from far away. Or far
No,
away.
it doesn't look bad. Just make it tight.
I'll make it tighter.
But it doesn't look bad. It really does. Like down here, see how it's loose like a wizard sleeve?
Yeah.
Keep it tighter there.
Research sleep.
I've been waiting for the moment that I could actually say that. I think I said it to you last week on that. the wizard sleeve thing.
Remember that one.
I think I'm gonna be short on tape, so I'm just gonna cut the carbon extra.
Yeah, whenever jeez. Whenever you're short on bar tape and you're running short, just cut the handle off.
Just cut the handlebar. You imagine if you do that. What do you think?
I've seen some crazy stuff. I'm not that crazy, thank goodness, but I've seen people do some crazy stuff with their.
You have built some like crazy, like custom builds and everything. Like, what's one build that like you always remember? You're like, man, that was a nice build. Like a custom,
Nice build.
like a custom build, like a special edition build, or
I mean, I think a recent memory is that limited edition Athos.
okay, with the Apollo component.
Yeah, Campanello. It was so that bike was I think, how many were made? 300, Matt? 300, only 300 of those bikes were made. And I built number one. The first one ever built for the public. I built the first one. Campanello, Athos, limited edition.
Right.
That's a sick bike.
That's the marble looking.
Yeah,
frame, right?
weighed like 13 something.
They still have it in stock.
Do they?
It's like $15,000.
Yeah. That's a tough one. That's a lot of money.
Very long, extensive common in.
So there's a long comment.
Yeah, something like that.
Part tape or something.
Let's see. All right. Just did mine this week. Was listening to the podcast and was saying, so, all right. So there's a comment on there that's talking about like how fast the pros can change the bar tape and things that and one of the things that the look pro like white bar tape looks so good on the bike.
Shout out to Paul.
Yeah, it looks ridiculously good on a bike at first. But if you rock white bar tape, you better learn how to tape your own stuff, and you better tape it frequently because I can guarantee you, it's only going to be a handful of rides before you'll be changing your white bar tape anyway. So it looks ridiculously pro. It looks really good at first, but man, it goes down the drain really fast.
Different fun.
Oh no. I did. Go through some adjustments real quick. So I already adjusted the rear.
Oh, yeah.
I already adjusted the rear brake. I already adjusted the limit screw. I already adjusted the B limit on this. Front's fine. Now I need to adjust my front brake so it's not rubbing like crazy. So it's SRAM, so it's going to take a Torx instead of an Allen.
Oh, the caliper.
Yeah. Need to center it.
Actually, this is my first time riding 56. All my bikes have been 58.
Yeah, but there's a good reason that we both decided to go one side. Same with me. On my road bike, I'm riding a 58. On this bike, I decided to give it a little more room.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the advantages of these bikes is the amount of flex that you get in the seat post. It's actually built into the design of the frame. So the seat post on these bikes, they flex back and forth.
Right.
That's why that seat clamp is so far down inside there, and that's why it's all hollow around the seat post, so the seat post can flex either way. So if we did a 58 frame, it's going to be stretched out a little bit more, and we're going to have less seat post showing, which means it's going to be less flex, not as comfortable. Okay, so we want more seat post showing to give us more flex and a little more standover height, because we're going to be riding maybe in some rougher gravel and things like that. You want a little more room around your bike when you're riding in the rough stuff, and a little more seat post to absorb some of that, give you some more flex, which gives you comfort. So 56 on the road, and 56 on the gravel, 58 on the road. Most people can ride two sizes, right? You got to pick between those two sizes. You have to pick which one feels most comfortable. Perfect size for me would be a 57. If they made a 57 centimeter, boom, that would be perfect for the road, but they don't. So for years I rode a 56, then I jumped up to a 58. Between the two, I felt more comfortable on the 58, so I stuck with it.
That's how I feel with the 58. I feel a little bit stretched out.
Yeah. So, and with the 56, you probably feel a little tight. So a 57 would be like the perfect bike, right? And now I get to straighten out the handlebars.
That looks nice.
You know, like I was telling you, it's hard to tell with Specialized on their website how it's actually going to come out and how it actually looks. It's going to look completely different.
Right. That's what I was telling him. Yeah. Let's see that.
Things go to end. Stop. That's actually after the last time we knocked off. Yeah.
You put the carbon paste on first.
Carbon paste first. And he said I should have done this before. Before you.
I know. Yeah, that makes it. Hey Dave, what's our conclusion on those wheels?
What point wheels?
The ones that we have. That's
They were
it.
supposed to be sending us. They were supposed to be sending us a road set.
This handlebar actually feels really comfortable.
Yeah.
The rigid is not really rigid. Nah,
It still gives you a little bit of
still has
play.
a little flex. This, I guess, what's this, minus maybe?
Oh no, mine feels pretty tight. Yeah. Push down on yours.
Oh no, you're right.
Oh no, I guess I didn't push down as hard as you were pushing that. Yeah, it's pretty tight, but
I wonder if one of the springs would be more.
would be tighter. Do you want it tighter?
I want it tighter, yeah.
But you haven't ridden it yet. I'm gonna make that decision after I ride it.
Dude, this is.
I want to see what
This is super light.
this is light. I'm gonna tell. Let's weigh mine first. Let's weigh mine first, and then so you got to put your batteries on.
I already have my batteries.
Were you able to compare them and shift it?
Yeah. Not to perfection, but
Okay, we'll make sure it's dialed in.
how do you torque the bottom?
So you have to use this extension. Go.
It does look a lot smaller than the 58. Like I can see the difference.
Oh yeah.
But then again, I feel like this frame is like a little more compact than the other one.
Yeah. I mean, in truth be told, we might end up having to get longer stems, a little longer stem or something like that to dial it in. All right, so Specialized Roubaix Pro.
Moment of truth.
I say 17.
Okay.
What did I say? 17 pounds, 13 ounces. For the Roubaix Pro. Do you want me to guess yours?
Yes.
Oh, this is a lot lighter than mine.
This is. I feel like
It's lighter. It's way lighter. And you didn't even go tubeless yet.
not tubeless yet. This is lighter than my.
This is 15. This is 15.5.
I don't think it's in the 15s. I'm gonna say 16, 16.5.
It's barely
Oh, yeah.
barely 15. Dude, no one cares about that.
Much lighter now.
Super low. And it's the best too.
It just picks it up. It's like it now.
There's no way it's on the 15. Yeah, 16.
It's almost it's without it being tubeless,
Do you think on tubeless will be 16?
it'll be 15 something.
That'll
Dude, it's 16 pounds, 7 ounces. With tubeless, it's going to be, well, all right, so let's be fair. We're weighing without pedals,
Without pedals, bottle cages.
without bottle cages. We're bearing, at bare minimum right now. And it's already a pound lighter than mine.
I think with the new handlebars will be at 15.
With the new handlebars, they're going to be a little lighter for sure.
Yeah.
And once you go tubeless, it's going to be lighter.
Oh,
So those two things are definitely going to make it lighter. You have your saddle's Carl saddle, titanium bolts and nicer stuff on it. Your group completely. I forgot what the total difference in weight in the group was, but it's a decent amount. Yeah, every part on his bike, every single part on his bike is lighter than mine. Per component per component, except for the handlebars and the seat posts.
it's all the same.
it could be lighter fashion.
It could be lighter, but it wouldn't.
think so?
It could be lighter, but it wouldn't work as good. But it wouldn't work as good, and it looked,
wouldn't work as good.
and you wouldn't be as cool of a person.
You will sound like Iron Man.
Yeah, you don't want it. You don't want it. You don't
Want to
want
jump in this
Not forgetting
conversation?
yourself. Like container usage.
it. It does. It does when it's on the bike, when it's final, when it's all set up, and everything's working right on Shimano, it will work better. It will. It's not that it works better. It shifts more precise.
This video would have been a lot longer.
100% would have been a lot longer. The bike would have been stupid looking. It still had. They're claiming wireless, and it has wires still. There's a battery inside the Seatpost. I mean, there's so many reasons that I like SRAM more than I like Shimano. When everything's on the bike after it's being built and everything's done, does Shimano shift a little more precise than SRAM? Yes, it does. Does it shift a little faster? Yes, it does. But that small amount of difference, to me, doesn't justify all the other stuff that you have to do to go through.
In conclusion,
The bike could be lighter.
we are going through a race on these bikes. All right, here's our raffle for tonight, guys. We're gonna be giving away this to whoever comments right now.
Because it's the reflectors. So those are S-Works reflectors.
Sports reflector. Thank you.
If anybody needs S-Works reflectors, he has some to give out. Oh, another thing that is really cool about these bikes nowadays is Shimano, Specialized is sending all their bikes with power meters.
Yep.
Dave, stop being picky on my bike. Dave is the most picky person I know. He literally comes and messes with my bikes. I have to literally tell him to leave my bikes alone. Like, I will catch him positioning my cranks while they're in the room after I ride my bike. And I'm like, dude, it's just sitting there. He can't let everything has to be perfect for him. That's fine. It's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. But, all right, so tubeless tires. I went tubeless. So what do you think the difference is in weight in tubeless? Quarter pound?
Oh, yeah.
Quarter pound, right? We'll say quarter pound overall. And, yeah, that's... So, the difference in price. Because, in my opinion, right now, theoretically, if we went and rode these bikes, we could ride them blindfolded. Would you be able to tell the difference between your bike and my bike? I don't think so.
I don't think. Only if they had Shimano or SRAM.
Yeah. You'd be able to tell the difference between those.
For the weight, it's multiple times too.
But I think so for
Especially because it has the same shot.
same handlebars, same shot, same shape shifters,
Right.
right?
I don't think I would.
Would you be able to notice that pound work?
Or even like in my case, since I'm colorblind, even if we cover the letters,
right? But
anytime we pick one, and we're not going to tell you until the
I could 100% pick which one just by being blindfolded and picking them up.
Really?
Oh yeah, I could tell that's like 100%. I could tell that was like, you know what I mean? By picking them up, yes, I can tell the difference in the weight. But I doubt if while you're on the bikes and riding them, could you tell the difference between the S-Works and the Pro? I don't think you could. I don't think you'd be able to do it. Maybe a year into riding them, you might be able to tell the difference because I think the Red's going to still shift better than the Force.
Are the rims the same?
Same width. Same width. If you look at the lacing on them, they're completely different though. This one is a two cross non-drive side, where that's a radial. It doesn't have as many spokes in it.
Right.
So it's going to be lighter that way. Radials tend to give you a stiffer wheel. When you're riding it, you tend to feel bumps and stuff more. But with these big old tires that we have, those are meaty. Those are meaty tires. Dave, you're on camera.
32.
If you want,
Wait.
the rattle.
So these are big chunk. These are chunky boys. I think those 40s are gonna fit, man.
I think so too. 42s.
I think they're gonna fit,
Is
man.
that what you order? 42s?
Yeah,
Wow.
they're like little mountain bike tires.
I think that's gonna be too big.
You think it's gonna be too big?
42s.
They're 42
We
pros.
can find out.
That's what they're racing. That's what those guys are racing.
This is 700 by 40 and It said, well, that's the thing, on the website it says it's good for a 40.
Good for a 40, yeah.
But
Yeah.
they're giving you,
They're generally being,
Right.
on the conservative side.
Right. So you're not going to damage your frame.
dude, I have 32 on my SR6, and
Um,
it had like less than a quarter of space.
so, Andrew Strohmeyer went on a gravel ride with us on his S-Works SL7. He threw 30 millimeter tires on that
Right.
and did gravel with us on his SL7. Had no issues. Well,
So
you want to call it?
I think that's it.
That's it. So we're gonna be doing a handful of upgrades on the
Yeah.
bikes, right? So we're doing tires. We're doing some smaller things on it.
Bars.
You're gonna go handlebars. I'm doing tires, and you're doing tires, I
I'm
believe.
doing tires as well.
We have a handful of things that we're gonna be changing out on the bikes. So
Ceramic coating. Do you want to do that?
we're
together?
gonna do ceramic coating. I'm probably not gonna do it tonight,
Okay.
but that takes a really cleaning the bikes really good, wiping them down with alcohol really good,
Okay.
and then putting the ceramic coating on, and that's just gonna repel all mud, dirt, and stuff like that. So when it's time to wash them, we just spray them off with the hose, wipe them down, and they're good to go.
Okay.
It's worth it. I didn't know if it would be worth it, but I've done it on my last 3 bikes, and it works so good.
We can do a follow-up video of our first ride. You're doing your first ride on.
I'm doing my first ride Sunday,
Fingers crossed due to the weather, and
and
then we can come back and do another video.
okay, sounds good.
All right, guys. Thanks so much.
Cool, guys. Thanks, guys.
That was 2 hours.